Good day guys, bumisita tayo dito sa PIMS 2024 to take a look at the new Ranger Raptor V6. Itong V6 Raptor has been around in the Australian market, in the Thailand market, and in the European market for quite some time already. Matagal-tagal din nating hinintay na dalhin ni Ford itong V6 variant dito sa Philippine market. So what makes this Ranger Raptor so special? If you watch yung mga reviews sa US market, love na love nila ito because of its sheer performance. Actually, madami nga nagbebenta ng F-150 Raptor nila na V6 para bumili nitong Ranger Raptor na V6. Mas agile kasi siya at mas madali siyang i-drive compared dun sa F-150 na V6. Sinurprise tayo ni Ford. Walang news about it at bigla na lang nila itong inilabas. I think it's a game changer in the Philippine pickup market. You want to know about it? Halika, samahan niyo ako. Okay, let's start with the exterior features. Pagdating sa exterior features, wala talagang nabago. Is it a bad thing? Actually, for me, it's not a big deal. Kasi maganda na naman talaga yung design nitong Ranger Raptor. Siguro additional decals lang ang kailangan para ma-distinguish it doon sa 2.0 liter na diesel engine as against dito sa V6. Pagdating sa exterior, ang naiba lang yung step board saka yung exhaust na ipapakita ko later. At the front, it still retains the big Ford emblem at the middle, which really gives this truck an appeal and an imposing view pag tinignan mo siya sa harap. When it comes to headlight, it still retains the performance LED matrix headlights na adaptive. So kapag may incoming traffic, kusa siyang nagdidim kapag ginamit mo yung headlight niya. Sumusunod din yung headlight niya depending on your steering input. At yung fog light niya is still LED. Dito sa front, wala namang nabago. Same lang din siya doon sa 2.0 liter na variant. Pagdating sa side, it still shows the appeal of the Raptor variant. It has wider track compared dun sa variants ng mga Rangers. Since mas malapad yung track niya, bumagay yung black fender flare nitong Raptor. One of the biggest changes here is meron siyang FAX 2.5 live valve internal bypass shock absorber. Bali itong internal bypass dampers, nag-a-adjust siya electronically up to 500 times a second. Comparing ito 2.0 bi-turbo variant, ito kasi live valve na siya. Nag-a-adjust yung damping ng suspension depende sa drive mode selection mo. Nag-i-stiffen siya, tumalambot siya electronically. And another big change here is meron na siyang front and rear electronic locking differential. Yung kasing 4-cylinder diesel variant, meron lang siyang rear locking differential. Ito meron sa front at saka sa rear. So, very useful yan sa off-roading. I cannot think of any vehicle in our market na may front lockers at this price point. Another change here is yung design ng kanyang side steps. Naiiba na siya doon sa diesel version. I don't know kung final na ito, pero napansin ko wala na yung Raptor engraving dito sa side steps. So paano mo naman malalaman na V6 ito? Pagtingin mo dito sa likod, makikita mo meron siyang dalawang exhaust pipe. Meron siyang built-in na valve system at meron siyang selectable exhaust modes. Usually, makukuha mo lang yan sa aftermarket world. But dito, pwede ka mag-select ng exhaust mode mo. Meron siyang quiet, meron siyang normal, sport, saka yung baha. Yung baha yung pinakamaingay na setting ng exhaust. So yung active live valve system niya at saka yung active live valve suspension niya will already cost a lot of money sa aftermarket world kung magpapa-upgrade ka. So yung features na yan, ang laking pagkakaiba dun sa 4-cylinder na Ranger Raptor. Again, pagdating sa rear, na-retain pa rin niya yung kanyang LED taillights. I really love yung design nitong Ranger Raptor. Sa tingin ko, over time, Ito yung isa sa mga pickups would age well over time. Pagdating naman sa bed, ang nadagdag, meron na siyang ilaw dito. Yung unit ko, which I got this March 2024, wala pang ilaw na ganito. Pero yung lumabas na 4-cylinder na bi-turbo, meron ng ganito. Dito sa V6, meron na rin. So yung batch na nakuha ko, wala siyang ilaw sa bed. So after a while, naglabas si Ford ng update. Even dun sa 4-cylinder, meron na siyang ilaw. And the most exciting part is yung kanyang engine. It is a 3.0 V6 twin-turbo EcoBoost gasoline engine producing 397 PS at 5,600 RPM with a torque of 583 Newton meters. The specs of the engine alone destroys the competition in terms of sheer performance. Actually, in the US market, nagkaroon sila ng update, yung tinatawag nilang Ford Performance Tune. That will add 50 more horsepower. So, bali magiging 450 horsepower siya kapag na-tune siya. So, sa US, nag-o-offer ng ganung tuning for a price. Dito sa Ford Philippines, I don't know if they will offer that. Anyway, what makes this engine so special? Basically, this engine came out of the F-150 V6. So, meron ding F-150 Raptor R, which has the V8. Pero yung V6 variant, yun yung nilagay nila dito. Imagine, meron siyang 397 PS as against dun sa 208 PS nung diesel version. At mated siya sa performance-tuned 10-speed automatic transmission with anti-lag system na available yon in Baja mode that is intended for off-road use only. Hindi ka mabibitin dito, especially meron siyang different drive modes that will adjust yung throttle input as well as yung feel when you're driving it. So, pagdating sa makina, kung kailangan mo talaga ng power, ito talaga ang magandang bilhin. Kasi siguradong hindi ka kakapusin. Buti na lang nilabas ni Ford ito sa Pilipinas. At least magkakaroon na ngayon ng choice ang mga consumers na magkaroon ng high performance na pickup truck. Another thing I noticed, meron siyang plastic part dito. Not sure if hindi na fake bench yung nasa hood. But I think hindi pa rin siya functional. Okay, punta naman tayo sa loob. Sa interior, 100% walang naiba. Ang medyo nadagdag lang yung buttons dun sa steering wheel. Dito sa passenger side, it still retains the 8-way power adjustable seats with lumbar support. At dito sa door panel, nothing has changed. What you get dun sa 2.0 diesel, ganun din dito sa V6. Nandito pa rin yung cup holder sa right side. At may mga additional na storages dito sa glove box at saka dito sa taas ng dashboard. Andito yung additional button na sinasabi ko for the exhaust, for the suspension, as well as dun sa steering wheel. You can also lock yung exhaust mode na gusto mo. Heto naman ang R button. Pag pinindot mo yan, masisave niya yung settings nung suspension, nung steering, at saka nung exhaust. Pero pag nag-start ka uli, balik yung sa standard settings. So, pwede mong ma-adjust yung firmness ng suspension with the click of a button, as well as yung lightness ng steering at yung mismong exhaust sound. At ang isa pang maganda dito, naka-Bang & Olufsen na siya na 10-speaker system. So, mas maganda ang sound niya kasi meron siyang additional na subwoofer at saka additional na 3 speakers. Meron siyang central speaker dito sa dashboard which the 2.0 doesn't have. So, ang laking difference din nun pagdating sa sound system. Dito sa upper part, nandito pa rin yung sunglass holder at saka yung auxiliary switches. At yung ilaw dito sa interior is also LED. Nandyan pa rin yung USB Type-A, saka yung USB Type-C, at saka yung wireless charging port. Yung central console walang naiba, nawala lang yung Ford Pass Connect, hindi na siya available dito. Sa center console, it's still the same. Meron ditong additional button, yung A na yan. Yan yung automatic start-stop button. Wala yung ganyang feature sa 4-cylinder version. Other than that, it's practically the same. Andito yung button for off-road mode at nasa right yung 4x4 selector switch. Pagdating sa steering wheel, pareho pa din, ganun pa rin yung quality. Same as doon sa diesel na 2.0 na 4-cylinder. And since wala namang naiba dun sa interior, ang talagang add-on dito is really yung performance ng kanyang engine at saka yung mga additional features na nasabi ko. Okay, let's summarize. Since wala pa rin dito sa Pilipinas yung unit, December pa daw darating. So ngayon, nasa parang pre-selling sila. So now we will tackle lang ano yung difference niya dun sa 4-cylinder diesel engine. The question is, worth it ba na kumuha ng V6 gasoline engine na Raptor? Yes, definitely. Kasi for the price of 2.74 million, you really get a lot. Actually, I was expecting na yung price niya would be more than 3 million, considering dun sa mga features niya. Usually naman si Ford, they give that the value for money aspect pagdating sa vehicles nila. Hindi sila nagtitipid sa features and especially dun sa performance. So ang naiba is yung kanyang rear and front locking differential, yung kanyang exhaust system, yung live valve system ng FACS suspension, at yung B-No sound system, at siyempre ang pinaka big difference yung kanyang V6 gasoline engine. And because of the power rating of the engine, it's the most powerful mid-size pickup in the world today. Doon pa lang, alam mo na serious si Ford pagdating sa performance. Ang main competitor talaga nito, especially sa US, is yung Tacoma TRD Pro. But even yun, based on the review, can't compete well with the Ranger Raptor. Because how fun the performance of the V6 engine of the Ranger Raptor as against no sa hybrid system ng Tacoma TRD Pro. And if you compare the price, mas mahal pa yung Tacoma by a big margin sa US market. Okay, punta naman tayo sa pros and cons nitong V6 Raptor. Ang number 1 pro niya is yung kanyang V6 engine. Specs-wise, performance-wise, siya talaga yung class leading. So wala siyang competition sa mid-size segment dito sa Philippines. Sobrang laki ng nilamang niya sa competitors niya because of its V6 engine. Another pro nito is yung kanyang mga features. Marami siyang additional features sa stock form. Parang nakaset up na. For example, meron siyang live valve FACS suspension system na nag-a-adjust depending dun sa drive mode na na-select mo. So kung nag-sports mode ka, mag-i-stiffen yung suspension, at kung nag-baha mode naman, mag-a-adjust siya for the jumps and high-speed off-roading. At ang isa pang pro nito, meron kang customization. So, pwede mong may adjust yung steering feel, yung sound ng kanyang exhaust, at saka yung suspension system. And another pro nito is yung all-in-one package niya. Kung naghahanap ka ng fun na sasakyan, usually nandun ka sa sports car category. At kung ikaw yung type of person na naghahanap ng performance pagdating sa driving aspects at saka yung enjoyment of driving, ito ang sasakyan na bagay sa'yo. Kasi kung mag-sports car ka, marami kang i-consider. For example, yung ride height, yung number of people na pwede mong isakay, as well as yung daily drivability. Dito, you get a pickup truck that has flexibility and you can easily turn it into a family car kung 4 lang kayo. And at the same time, you can use it as a performance vehicle na mai-enjoy mo talaga. So, nandito na siya lahat in one whole package. So, yan yung mga positives niya. Ano naman yung mga negatives? Ang number 1 con niya is yung kanyang fuel consumption. Expect mo na pag malaki yung engine, malaki yung displacement, mas matakaw siya sa fuel. So, expect mga fuel consumption nito is about 4 to 5 kilometers per liter. Kung heavy traffic, babagsak pa yan siguro ng mga 3 kilometers per liter. So, kung meron ka namang budget at kayang-kaya mang bumili ng 2.7 million car, hindi mo na rin siguro iindahin yung fuel consumption niya. I-enjoy mo na lang siya. Another negative here, since marami siyang technicalities, mas mahirap siyang i-maintain. So, mas magastos yung maintenance niya in the long run. So, siyempre, mas malaki yung makina niya, malaki yung displacement, so mas marami yung oil na kailangan. V6 yan na twin turbo, so 2 turbo ang kailangan mong alagaan. Electronic control pa yung kanyang suspension, so kapag ka nagka-problema, expect mo na mahal yung replacement parts. But meron namang 5 years warranty si Ford. So kung ikikip mo siya for 5 years, siguro hindi naman magiging issue yung maintenance. Another con here is yung kanyang size. Malaki siya, mahirap siyang i-park. Sa Amerika, maliit ito sa kanila, pero sa atin, malaki ito kasi yung ating daan maliit. So, kailangan mo talagang mag-adjust in terms of driving. Especially yung drivability niya sa mga tight spaces. Pero, pag ginagamit mo na siya ng matagal, masasanay ka na rin, nakakapag-adjust ka na rin. It would feel more natural na sa'yo. Masasanay ka na rin sa laki niya. So yan, a quick look lang dito sa Ranger Raptor V6. Sana makapag-test drive tayo. In conclusion, very tempting yung price range niya. I can think of any vehicle that has 400 horsepower for 2.7 million pesos. So kung performance talaga ang pag-uusapan, look no further. Very tempting talaga itong V6. Sulit na sulit kung car enthusiast ka at you want to enjoy the vehicle out of the box. So marami na talaga ang nag-aabang nito. In fact, yung ibang mga kasamahan ko na naka-diesel, ibinebenta nila yung diesel at bibili sila nitong gasoline na V6. Once in a while lang na makakaroon ng vehicle na ganito na complete package na. Okay, hanggang dito na lang. I hope nakapagbigay ako sa inyo ng idea kung ano ba itong Ranger Raptor na V6 na talagang hinihintay ng marami. Okay, if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, see you again my next vlog. Bye!